Hi guys, what's up? My name is Abigail Klutz and I am an independent promoter with the company Prüvit, and today in this video I am going to talk to you about how to get that Keto OS in and get your journey started here with Prüvit. So hope you like it. Let me know. You can subscribe to my YouTube link for more Prüvit training. All right, good evening. It is Sunday night, April 8th, and I'm super excited to be here with you guys. My name is Abigail Klutz, and I am from Olathe, Kansas. And I actually was at the round table previewing and drinking this technology before the company began. So I've been here almost, maybe coming May would be almost 3 years. But I know we all met together at a little place called the Balboa Resort in California with about 6 of us and drank some ketones and thought, wow, if people drink this and feel this way, this is going to be huge. And when we had a private rollout at the beginning, and you literally had to get a $350 package to even try it. And that's because we wanted to create experiences in the community. And we knew that with ketones, it's about consistency and it's about commitment to your health. And, I think about today and how we let people have samples, or, we may run a 10-pack experience, but then I remember back to the beginning where it was like, if you really want to experience this technology, you have to realize getting your health this way took years and years and years. And if you want to reverse it, we're going to need you to have at least a 3-month pack of this. And we didn't want to come in salesy at the beginning and just giving people one-time pops. And we wanted, when we rolled out in the fall, to have big stories and big testimonies about how this has changed people's lives. So you couldn't even order a box of ketones from a retail site. You literally had to pay for about 3 months worth and commit to it. Something in me says that was really golden, because really everyone who did it had a strong belief because they were consistent. So with that being said, though, we have truly simplified this, and it's now a business that can be easily done. And tonight, if you're on this call, that means you've had perhaps your own 10-pack experience and you fell in love with it and you thought, I could share this with a lot of people, and you jumped right in as a promoter, or you're looking at being a promoter, or you've already been a customer and you have a huge story and you want to learn how to get paid for it. And so, Willie just did a Ketone 101. We always want to lead with education and value first. And now we're going to transition, because we have a couple types of people here. All right. In Prüvit, we truly value our customers and our users. And this is it for every one promoter that I have working a business, I have 10 customers. And you don't find that in this space. I'm going to call it, the community marketing space. A lot of people, if you maybe have a negative or positive connotation, they're looking at you to get in and make money, get in and be a part of their team, get in for the opportunity, get in, get rich fast. And I'm here to tell you tonight that if you treat it like a job, you'll get paid like it's a job. And what I want you to walk away from on this Zoom is an understanding of what your work tasks can be to create this as a job in your life. What a typical day looks like. What are your goals in getting started with your business? Because if I have somebody who's had a 10-pack and I'm talking to them, I want to find out, what's their why? Is there a need for residual income in their life? Are they, is it a single mom hairdresser who's barely making money to pay the house payment and the groceries and cover her kids? Is there a glaring need for that mom to have some residual income and another source of income stream so she can start saving for her own retirement? Or is there debt to pay off? Are there credit cards? Because my story was, I was a personal trainer and I was a nutritionist and I was working about 10 hours a day, and I was a new mom, and I was paying a gym cut, and I was paying a babysitter, and somebody else was getting to be with my baby during the day. And I was coming home with about, after that, 40% of what I was making. And that was devastating. And I wasn't happy. And if people canceled on me at a personal training session, tough luck. I had bills to pay. What did I do then? And so really understanding that I wanted to create residual income in my life and some stability was powerful with being a new mom. I also wanted to work from home. I wanted time freedom. I had been in sales positions doing a lot of the same things I do here now, only I had to punch in a time clock from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock and have somebody breathing down my neck. Okay. My job was, sometimes I was in high pressured situations where I didn't make quota, I got fired. And I did get fired before, and it was devastating. But this has been an absolute dream career for me. It fits a lot of who I am. And, if you're into health and wellness, if you're passionate about helping people, if you like to be, on a journey to be better, then this is probably the culture and the right place for you. To be successful in this industry and with this job, there needs to be 3 things that are core foundational beliefs. 1, you have to have a belief in yourself. And every day it's your responsibility to wake up and work on you. I'm going to go over that with what a DMO is here. But I'm telling you right now, my business outgrew me. My ability to work with people outgrew me. And there's been a lot of pain, and there's been a lot of challenges along the way. And I see some of my teammates on here, and I know they've gone through the same things. And my good friend and business partner, Lisa Tatum, is on here, and I hollered back at her this weekend to send me a podcast that I had sent her 8 months ago, but I needed to hear it again. And it was on TD Jakes, and it was on adaptability. It was on carrying the weight of success. Everybody wants to make a ton of money. Everybody wants to work for themselves. But sometimes that comes with a lot of sacrifice and a lot of challenge. And you have to keep working on you. And you have to be the type of person that's going to attract people to you. And we all face hard times in life. And it's that brokenness and those challenges that actually can expedite us into the next level. And that's why I needed that podcast this weekend. I needed to hear about when you're up against pain and you're feeling up against a brick wall, that, breakthrough is right on the other side when you keep going. And so, this business takes belief in yourself. And I love being here because it's your job to do personal development. Because I promise you, you won't be successful here if you don't get your mindset worked on every day. Okay, the next part is belief in the company. Belief in the company. And if you will engage, if you will go to the Prüvit Facebook page every day, if you will get on the state of play calls on Monday night and the Prüvit review calls on Tuesday, and if you'll attend the live calls with our medical specialists on Wednesdays, if you'll get on the Saturday Prüvit promoter training, you'll feel more a part of the community. If you don't engage into, tomorrow morning at 11 Central Time, We have a tribe call where we train you and give you skills. If you don't lead yourself to engage, you will fall out very quickly. Because in the real life, in the real world, and I call it the fake jobs, okay, this is the real job. There's fake jobs out there. You know what happens if you don't show up on Monday to the team meeting in your job? You have no idea what's going on in the office, and you'd get fired. Well, we can't fire people here, but you're going to feel lost. You're going to feel disconnected. You're going to feel like you don't know what's going on. And as human beings, when we feel that way, we will blame, shame, and justify. Instead of you getting on the call and you training yourself and you listening to the replays and you attending, the Pruvit reviews and the state of plays, you don't do that. You don't feel like anybody's helping you. You'll stop working the business. But it's your business. You're an entrepreneur. You put your hand up and said, I want to make a way to work for myself. You lead yourself through the personal development. You lead yourself into the engagement of the community. It's huge to get your Keto Academy and more tickets. If you're a brand new promoter on here tonight, you can't even comprehend the culture and the spirit of the company in which you're working for until you get there and you experience it. And it's story after story after story of people who were just kind of cruising in this business, and then they got to an event and it took off. Why? Because that pillar of faith grew in themselves. More is about personal development. It's about mindset breakthrough, and in the company. Now, the third pillar of belief, that's in the industry. And it's funny, I got a text message from a girl the other day, and she was like, it's nothing against you. I just don't believe in, and she said, MLMs. I tried them before, and it just didn't work. And I was like, it's equivalent to me saying, I don't believe in restaurants. I don't believe in restaurants. Well, what don't you believe about a restaurant? You pick the restaurant you like, you go in, you order your food, you like it, you don't like it. But just because you went into one bad restaurant doesn't mean you can generally say you don't believe in restaurants, right? It's completely different. And, what I wanted to say to her was, that what was the product? What was the company? Because I've been in two different insurance companies. One I didn't fit in, one I did. Same job. All right. You have to believe in the industry, and you can't use that regurgitated nomenclature or genre like you have to educate yourself. This is a job, and this isn't a get rich quick opportunity. In fact, if anyone ever tells you that, run the other way. Number one, it's not biblical, and we're warned about fast money things. But number two, you have to work here. You have to show up like it's a job for it to pay like a job, right? All right, so 3 tiers of belief. And I'm telling you, if you hang out here, if you go to the events, your belief in the industry will be validated because you will see the success stories. I am a success story, okay? I was in debt. I was suffocating. I didn't like my jobs. I didn't have time, wasn't making the bills. And now I have time freedom. Now I have more financial funds than I could have ever dreamed for. I can make calls and decisions. I can bless people and go where God leads me at a whim. Like, it's worked for me, but I have worked so hard for it. Selena Trabick sitting up here. When we began, she was a nurse. She couldn't guarantee her kids that she couldn't see them on the weekends. She had a great job, but she was working 60 hours a week. Her health wasn't good. And I don't want to take away her story, but this has worked for her. She retired from her job. She took her family to a beach house last summer, and she works hard to live in a dream that she wanted. Okay. So all you have to do is plug into a few calls and meet a few people. And you're the one who's going to have to open your eyes and look around, look outside yourself and say, wow, this person did this person did this person did this. So what's not working about it? What's not working about an MLM? It has nothing to do with an MLM. The industry works, the job, it works, but it's the people, right? A lot of times for my personal development, I go on Facebook to Eric Worre, and he has a great channel, and he's constantly bringing on successful stories of people who have succeeded in the industry. And I love watching those stories because I've succeeded, but every day it gives me belief that somebody else can succeed. Somebody I'm not even thinking about in my organization. And the more I watch those stories, the more it affirms to me, don't ever write anybody off, because anybody can do this if they have heart and grit and tenacity and they're willing to grow and continue to work. Okay, so getting started, I just want to be really clear about, what this is. And you have joined the right company at the right time, with the right team, with the right product, and the opportunity you've given is in your hands, and you're the one who can make something of it right now. And so let's take you from the very beginning and let's go over that. So I'm a new promoter, okay? And okay, wait, let's back up even more. I don't have the money to get an experience pack, but I want to do Prüvit. I want to be a Prüvor. I want more than a smart ship, because even, guys, we don't have to sneak people into our business as Prüvit promoters, okay? If somebody doesn't think they can get more than 2 people on a smart ship in a month, you keep them as a customer and help them get free product, because that's your pay, but it's their free product. So if they just love ketones, they love it so much, and they want to refer you people, but they don't want the job of it, keep them as a smart ship customer. Show them how to set up their smart ship, get 22% off. Did I just say 22, Selena? 22? Okay, I don't know why I did that. Question myself. Get 22% off, get their link set up, and teach them that each month, if they connect someone to you or you help them create a story on their Facebook, that they can also get free product. Don't put somebody in as a promoter who doesn't actually want to run alongside you and be a business partner, because that will knock the wind out of your sails very fast. Let me tell you that. You don't ever want to drag anyone. Okay, so they want to do it. So you're the coach, and this is your business. So we have to start by direct coaching people. All right, I want to get started. Sean comes to me, he's like, I want to get started with Prüvit, but I can't really afford the experience pack, but I'm really excited about it. And okay, I'm the coach, and I'm going to teach him how to run the play that works. All right. So maybe he's never built up his social media. Maybe when he posts something, he only gets 3 likes. Okay. Number 1, we're going to have to start that up. We're going to have to start teaching him how to show up every day, find, 5 things that define Sean, and kind of post them. We don't want everything to be ketones. We don't want everything to be Prüvit. We don't want you to throw your link out there like spam. So the first thing I'm going to coach him to do is a creating curiosity post. So maybe, maybe he's been a customer and he's been on the product for 3 months and he's lost 10 pounds, or maybe he hasn't lost any weight, but he has unbelievable energy in the afternoon. So whatever his story is, and a story is, here's where I was, and then I drank this, and I'm excited about this. So, smile, take a picture, put it on there. It's been 20 years since I haven't felt like I needed a nap at 2 p.m. Drinking this stuff is an answer to prayers, and I'm getting more work done in that dead period I have struggled through now than I ever had before. How many people will see that who struggle at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you just hit a pain point, And you also didn't tell what was in this pretty little cup. All right. What I like to do is get a clear cup. I've even had some people want to be promoters who hadn't tried the product. And, you know, like it wasn't authentic, but they said, my friend said that, okay, you don't have to wait to get started, but you know, maybe you've only had a 10-day and you ran out of product, but you knew you felt good during that 10-day and you want to do it. There's red food coloring. You can still create that curiosity post and get that drink in hand. All right, then everybody's going to come by, and this is the play that works. This is called the play that works. Everybody's going to scroll by, and they're going to be like, what is that? What is that? All right, and what you want to do is not answer publicly. Don't answer on your wall, because people will judge, they'll assume, they'll think they already know, they'll write it off. They'll think you're selling something. So just say, hey, you know, I'll hit you back. I'm on my way to a meeting. I love moms when they do this. They're like, I got to go change a diaper. I'll message you later. Like it's very authentic, and it doesn't look like they're a slobbering dog waiting to sell you ketones, right? So just then on the back end, because guys, this is personal. And if you think you're going to make a post on Facebook and get 5 customer orders, like, I hope you've been building your social media for 6 years. That'd be really lucky even. That's not how it works. We show up, we create curiosity, and it's your job to see who's liking it, who's commenting on it. And if anybody asks you questions, you can message all these people because they engaged with you. And here it is. Ready? What do you know about ketones and ketosis? Now that's if they asked, what is it? Okay, if someone's not asking you what it is and you haven't piqued that curiosity yet, you've got to build rapport. You've got to show up every day, and you've got to get into, you know, a conversation or relationship, and you have to find out what their needs are. You got to build a little rapport. All right, but let's say someone said, you know, what is this, after you created the curiosity post? It's when you get in there, and what do you know about ketones and ketosis? And no matter what they say, you're going to share your campfire video. Okay, your campfire video is, and if you were not helped coming into this business to set up your URL link, you need to go back to the person and say, shame on you, you're horrible. No, just kidding. But you need to, whoever is your sponsor, they really should have taken the time to help you set up this URL link and made sure you had it set up, all right? So whatever your URL link is, like let's just say mine was called Abracadabra. It's so silly. Abracadabra, all right? That's my refer code, Abracadabra, and then it's .experienceketo.com, okay? That's the Campfire link. If you go to cloud.justpruvit.com and you log in, you have your links set on your home screen. The one I give when people are going to sign up as a promoter would be abracadabra.pruvitnow.com. If I have customer orders going through, I just give them abracadabra.shopketo.com. You know why? Because I don't want them to accidentally hit the promoter button without me interviewing them to be my business partner. Because I'm telling you right now, life is too short, and I don't want people on my team who don't want to run with me hard. So I don't want people accidentally hitting the promoter button and not realizing that they have a huge opportunity in the first 30 days to make some big money. And that happens sometimes. So that's why when I have a customer, they know what I do. They know there's an opportunity, all right? But I like to have them to go through the Shop Keto link. So that, okay? So you're going to give them the campfire video, and then you can ask something like, did you resonate with any of that? Or is there anything in there that you're needing right now? I'm just trying to find out what their pain point is. And probably it's whatever I said mine was on social media, okay? And then what you want to do, especially if you're a brand new promoter, I always tell people in your first 30 days, you get to act like a baby and be a baby and treated like a baby. All right. So soak it up, baby. All right. You get to, in your first 30 days, get mentorship. So what you want to do is if they start asking you questions, the answer is, hey, I'm not really sure the answer to that because I just really started drinking it and I do want to share it with people because it's been so helpful to me, but let me connect you with one of my friends who's been drinking it longer. And then you open up a three-way message and you would say, you know, hey, Abby, this is my friend Cheryl. And Cheryl noticed my post and was curious about the ketones. I showed her the Campfire video. She is wondering if, you know, it's helped any kind of women in, you know, menopause or any kind of women with hormones. Do you know anything about that? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find some kind of article or video or I try something other than my voice to connect you guys with. Now, if Sean's smart, he's going to save every piece of information that I drop in his three-way chats, because when he brings on a new promoter, he's now the library. All right. So if you're a brand new promoter and you're not making those three-way connections, you're missing your opportunity to build your bank. You're missing your opportunity for mentorship. This business goes so fast. People committed to this are working so hard. There's 100 different directions. Gone are the days where you just get told what to do. If I'm bringing a business partner in, I'm bringing an apprentice in. And if they don't show up to work with me, they don't get trained. What that means is if you're not creating curiosity, if you're not starting conversations, if you're not talking to new people and connecting them with me, you're not going to get training because I don't know your network. So your only job in the very beginning is to put people on the horse and then let your coach drive. And while your coach is driving, you get training. So that's why those three-way connections, those three-way messengers, you know, in the local Kansas City area, I had a girl that I committed to Tuesday lunches. He said, every Tuesday, you get me from 12 to 1 o'clock, because she wanted to build local community. And the first, you know, we had the first month where every Tuesday she came with a new potential promoter. And that was a high. That was high. If you can get people to sit down and have coffee who have watched the Campfire video, maybe taken a 10-pack experience, and you can get them face-to-face and you can really talk about their pain points and their why and get in those real conversations, then, not you, Lisa. But if you can get people face-to-face or on a face-to-face Zoom, like if I'm talking to anybody potentially on business, if they have had a Campfire video preview, they've had a couple pieces of information, they've taken an experience, I want to see them face-to-face. Like this is all about relationships. So, but those three-way connections for customers in your first 30 days are huge because it's where you get training. Okay, so let's say Sean connects me with 4 people that day. And let's say 3 of them want to take a 10-pack experience for $60, but he doesn't have the money for product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand out my PayPal to them, and they're going to give me their address. Okay, if you've been a promoter for a while and let's say you can't afford any more product and your back is up against the wall, go to your coach and say, tomorrow or this week, if I connect you with people, would you be willing to send out some 10 days for me and get it up and going? Like, if there's a will, there's a way. And anybody who's connecting people and bringing them to the conversation and they're wanting to try it, we'll find a way. Okay. So for those people who are just scared to jump in, they're scared they won't make back their investment, they're scared to get products, hey, use mine. They're going to pay me And then now Sean has 3 people in his pipeline, and it's going to be his responsibility to follow up with those people every day, build rapport, build relationship. Hey, which one are you trying today? How's the product going? Which one are you taking? It's his job to set expectations. You may not feel it within 8 packs, but keep taking it. Be consistent. That's what ketones are all about. And then, day 5, have you found your favorite flavor yet? Awesome. Let's get you in an order. Okay. Now hopefully he's been connecting every day and he's seen that he can do this. And this opportunity right here, if you came to it, it's because you want something more. I don't know what that is for you, but I'm guessing a lot of people just want to freaking work for themselves and they want residual income, and they freedom is everything for me. And there has to be an investment. I don't know any other company in the world. I was listening to Tony Robbins on Saturday talk about this. To start your own business, to handle your own product, your own shipping, your own production, your own employees, your own legal stuff, it's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So if you're here, you just have to get the experience pack. Okay. Now, if you can't get the experience pack, what's happening is if you had somebody take off and they went outside your 5th level, you wouldn't get paid for that because the experience pack grandfathers you in at a rank 5. It also allows you to make more income, and it gives you product to get out. Okay, but if there's absolutely no way in the world, which I can look at so many people on this call who had no money and so I don't accept it. But if you can absolutely not do an experience pack, then get a family pack. Just try and get some product, because it's all about letting people have that authentic experience. And through that, you're going to make your money back. You're going to make your investment back. And then it's going to be matching the hatch to try and run the GoPro and Go MVP. I'm about to get into that. I know this is a long training tonight, but I really felt like it needed to be done. And I wanted to get a good recording. So I want to show you right now what I have sitting in my, my island. Okay. Number 1, I've been doing the booth scene lately, so I keep it in there, but it's a big Tupperware. And you can keep this, you should keep this in your car. So when you're out and about, you have pre-packs ready to go. So I have packs ready to go in my car. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay. So here's a big Ziploc bag. And if you'll go to your cloud.justpruvit.com, under downloads, there's the hacker's guide. So I just sent that in an email file to FedEx. Made a nice colored, just printed out 100 last weekend. Okay. On the back of it, I went to Instagram, the Pruvit page, Instagram, and they have these that come out every now and then on their pictures. And so I just screenshotted it and sent that also to FedEx. And so on the front, it's the hacker's guide. And on the back, it says, why would I take Keto OS? Okay, this is a form I also like to use now at booths. Okay, I have a video, and I don't want to put it out in public because it's my own YouTube link, but I do have a video on what I do and how I explain it. And you'll have to personal message me, or maybe your coach if they're directly related to me, to get it. And I'll give you that link. But I'd like people's permission before I send it out. But what I do is a 10-pack 5-day experience, because I'm all about, at the end of 5 days, they may or may not feel the ketones at the end of 10 days. Ketones are about consistency and it absorbing through the tissue. And getting more acclimated to it. Some people light up on the first one. Congratulations. But some people, like, you have to set the expectation. But what I also know is I could tell them how to do a typical day and create a little bit of a calorie deficit, because a lot of people want fat loss. And so if I kind of hand them a little bit of a protocol with it, they're going to have more success and they're going to be more likely to keep going. So I just kind of created this, and all I did was just take a few pictures, and you could write it up. Here's what I do, or something like that. And there, you could make a video of your typical day and what you do. But I have people take keto cream in the morning, and I have them do an intra fast, because that creates a calorie deficit right off the bat. And then those good fats make them satiated. And then I have them eat, I tell them to cut their carbs and sugars back while they're doing this, because they're more likely to experience it. And then I have them take the ketones at about 2:30 in the afternoon. And now, like you just heard from Willie, when do I take the ketones? Well, once you can afford it, anytime you want energy, anytime you want to feel better. But if we don't give directive to our people taking experiences, they're going to get lost, and they don't understand the flexibility that we have with taking ketones whenever we need to turn our brain on. And yes, once you're in it a while and you have tons of Pruvit coupons, you'll be like me and you'll take them 4 times a day because you feel crazy without them. And that's not a side effect. That's just how I always was. So and then I tell them, have a good high fat dinner, meat, veggies, things like that. So just giving people that little structure. And I want them, every customer I have pretty much does the keto cream and the ketones on SmartShip. Every day I am still going through green badges from 2 years ago, trying to get people, because that's a 2-pop order right there. And I think with those 2 items, people can really have success if they implement it. So literally what I do is I take 5 keto creams now. And this is literally just me, because I just found that giving them product of what flash sales were, ones we don't carry all the time, was kind of developing some frustration. Well, I like this. This is my favorite. Oh, well, that one we don't have. Purple was back then, and so I'm not giving samples of anything anymore that's not mainstream. Every now and then, for customer appreciation, I'll send out like a blue ocean or a purple rain or something, and just just hit them with a little love with 1 pack so they can try it. Then next time that flash sale comes out, they're like, oh yeah, so, but this is what would come in your max experience pack. Here's your formulas that are always here. Okay, in your experience pack, you'd get fruit punch, orange, and purple. In mine, I do 5 creams and 5 ketones. I've left out the purple. And the reason why is because it's really easy for me to explain. The only one not in here is the purple chocolate swirl, and that's amazing for gut health. And it's if you want me to throw that in, let me know, and then you can mark it up a little. But here's why this has been very cost effective too. Keto cream is cheaper than ketones, okay? And I can use all my Pruvit bucks on keto cream. So in doing this 10-pack experience where I give 5 keto creams and then 5 ketones, and I'm still charging $60, now I'm covering all my tax and shipping, and I'm coming out ahead, where I used to cover the tax and shipping and tried to make the ketones an even number, and I wasn't coming out ahead. So I really like that. So I do 60 for 10 packs still, but I'm also creating value in what I'm giving them there. So that is set. That should be set up and ready to go. Let me tell you what I've learned. If you don't break down your experience pack and you don't put them in these baggies and you don't put them right in front of your face, do you think you're going to unload them? No. Listen, you just opened a store. You're opening a store. You're opening a business. Where's your inventory? Is it ready to go? Does it remind you every day you've got to unload it? My goal is to see how fast I can unload this bad boy a week so I can order another experience pack. Because the more experiences I get out into my community, the more people drinking ketones, the more frenzy it creates, the more people that start asking about it. If you can just flood your influencers, your local stores, your people with just taking experiences, it will come back to you. But I'm telling you, if you don't break it down and get it ready to go, when you wake up in the morning, you're not going to message people because you don't have product. Or if you're out and about and you get in a conversation, you're not thinking, I got 5 packs in my van I got to get rid of, like today. Like, I'm telling you, there is so much power in breaking down that experience pack and in taking it with you everywhere you go and challenging yourself to get through it. Okay, so these are cute. Got these at Target. I used to just make them really ugly, but I've seen a lot of other girls run a faster speed in which I was, and what I found was I think they were putting a lot more love into their experiences. Some handwritten notes, really making those special when they show up in the mail. So whatever you need to do, but that's ready to go. I have a Ziploc. I have Ziploc bags in there. I also carry the Hack magazine around with me everywhere I go, but get you some downloads off your back office and get that pack broken down and get it out to your community quick. Race people, challenge yourself. Like, there's been a time where I know I got stagnant and I reached out to my business partner, Selena, and I said, let's race to All-Star. And we put a money bet, like, cause we both were wired, but like we put a money bet on it. And I said, first one to hit All-Star has to pay the other one if they don't. And so, like, where's your accountability partner? Where's your business partner that is running? And if you feel disconnected or you feel alone, reach out and ask for it. It was my job to say, Selena, I'm feeling a little unmotivated. I'm feeling a little unchallenged. I'm feeling a little not seen. And I just need you to watch me run. I need you to watch me run. I'm going to go to All-Star, and I need you, if you would compete with me to do it, that works for me because I'm a competitor. I knew what I needed and I asked for it. It's your business. What do you need? How can your business partner or your coach support you? If you've brought 5 or 6 brand new promoters into your local community and you're new, but you've made a big old mess, it's time for you to raise up your hand and say, listen, I've got 6 new promoters. They all just came in with the experience pack. I would love for you to come into my community and host some workshops, develop some relationships. And yes, like, you have to do the work. You have to make it happen and for it to be worth it. But if you do, you will be supported, and you have to ask for it. You have to reach out and ask for it. So with that being said, we went over the 10-day experience, unpacking it, 3-way connections, creating curiosity. And the final thing, guys, is the GoPro Go MVP. And all I'm going to do is share with you a screenshot of that. And then I'm going to give you one little tip, kind of homework assignment to start, to kind of start your week off right. So let's see. Oh, perfect. Okay, here's a new promoter. Brand new promoter. I'm going to go to his rewards tab, and right here, he's in his go period. So this is a perfect example. Here he hit his GoPro bonus. That's $250. And so after you have signed in as a promoter, within 14 days, your Go Challenge button will start with or without you. And that's where the ticking goes down. And you need 2 unique customers. Those are people who order from your link as customers, and about 1,000 in team volume. Or so what that means is that's, I don't want to make it too complicated. Under your home screen, there is volume that's assigned to each product. For example, a 30-day supply of the orange is 100 bonus volume. If you got a box of Max, that's 80 bonus volume. So all that product needed to go to 1,000 TV. Very easy to get there with one promoter at the experience pack, is that 650 bonus volume. Okay. There is a great chart on the home screen. It's called the Go Challenge document. Look at that. Here, we are trying now to get to the Go MVP by, you can see when the expiration date is, and I'm going to kill him. He's supposed to get a box of cream sold yesterday. So his expiration period ends on April 13th. So listen, this is my personally enrolled promoter. And this is someone I've been I've probably taken over 20, I'd say over 20 three-way connections with this person. They're very busy, they're on the go, and they've just been putting people on the bike, and I've been the one pedaling, and they haven't said much. They just watch and they learn. But there's no way we'd be here about to hit the MVP had he not been putting his people on the bike that he's having conversations with every day. So what you can see is he's about to hit his Go MVP, and right there he's at 1,962. At 2,000, he hits the MVP and he gets $500. I take it super personal when I launch a new promoter. Like, I want them so bad to hit the Go MVP, and all I can do is my best in training and teaching them how to make the three-way connections, making sure they know their expiration date, making sure we hit the Go Pro and we're cruising along, we're checking in with each other, I'm giving any tips I can. Sometimes I'll feed screenshots of what they can post in their IG story. If you're a coach and you've got a brand new player, you have to give very direct coaching to help them get going. And oftentimes, if I don't see a new promoter plugging in or getting on calls or doing the training or connecting the people, there's a point in time where you have to just release when you've given it your best. So right here is 2,000. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, well, a box of cream is 60 BV. So just hit him yesterday and said, go freaking sell a box of cream so we can hit $500, right? Not we, him, but you need to take it personal when you launch a new promoter. And this is how I ask for their back office login. This is my personally enrolled promoter. I want their back office logins. I just do. And so here's the other thing that we have to do this week. And this is cool. If you look here under community, you can really see all the people. We need to get these greens. These were some one-time orders. I've already contacted these 2 grays to make sure they know that their order didn't go through. That's what that means. The greens mean it was a one-time order. The purple is a new promoter, and the yellow is a smart ship. Okay. This was a personal trainer, which is different because a personal trainer can sometimes say, order a box of, okay, because people already trust them. A lot of times with someone who's not a personal trainer, we probably have them on more yellows because they've already tried the product and they know they like it. So this month, we really need to focus on getting these greens to yellows, making sure they get their smart ship set up. But this is really cool, and I want to show you this. In the Insights tab, we have an opportunity to take all these customers and create some tight community and probably get some potential promoters in it, because look what's about to happen. Order history. I'm going to go to filter. I'm going to type in Keto Reboot. If you're not hitting these keto reboots, you are missing a huge piece of your business. And we're going to be having some training on that really soon. It was actually Saturday. If you were on the Pruvit promoter training, Katie Rollins and I did it Saturday. Tomorrow is the 9th. Okay, I'm going to train on this tomorrow morning at 11 Central Time. I'm going to talk about the keto reboot and how you can really maximize your business by utilizing it. But we're in a waiting period. But what's cool, guys, is about every customer we've brought on, we've got them ordering the keto reboot. Look at that. So he's still in his MVP period. He still has about 5 more days left. And look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 keto reboots. Do you know what that means? That's 7 people that we're going to get to hold hands with in a 60-hour fast and be their best friends, their support, their lifelines. And those are 7 people who are going to have some amazing changes and results. And they're probably either going to get on smart ships and stay or become promoters because it changed their life so much. That's what the keto reboot does for people. So I know we got a lot of customers, but I'm really excited that these customers will become lifers after the reboot or promoters. So if you don't use that, make sure you go tonight and go through your insights tab. You may have someone who ordered the reboot that you don't know about, and you need to get them in your pocket because that's your opportunity to really support. And I'll talk about that on the call tomorrow morning at 11 Central Time. To get the information to that call, you make sure that in the morning you go to your Pulse, okay? DMO, final thing, by the way, GoPro Go MVP, there's a video on it. If you haven't seen it, reach out to your coach. It explains all the volume, and I'm not going to get into it, so I think it's confusing. You have to go share ketones. But I'm going to give you a couple bullets, and then we're done. Something you can do every day. If you've been around for a while, highlight Smart Ship benefit to 3 customers daily. Connect 2 to 5 business curious people curious about the business. Connect them to your sponsor or to your coach. Touch base with your newest promoters every day. If you have someone in your MVP period, they're your best, their best friend. Touch base with them. Pulse app and introduce yourself. Pulse app, go to your Pulse app. If someone new is coming to your business, track them down and introduce yourself. Reach out, support. Track people's GoPro and Go MVP progress. New people, track their progress with them. You saw I personally sponsored people. I try and get their logins. That's how much I want to track them. Because here's what we know here. If you don't hit your GoPro and your Go MVP in the first 30 days, you're very likely to fall off because you didn't make that hit, and you didn't get out there. You didn't get it. Connect with your promoters to support them. Like and comment on your promoter's post. If hey, if you post something, go tell your team, can everybody come like my stuff? Like, that's what a tribe is great for. All right. Liking and commenting and helping each other get their posts viewed up high. Respond to group messages and connect with your nearest COC for coaching. That's your circle of champion. Those are people who have gone through the rising champ phase and they've hit a level in which they should have a pretty good understanding and coaching. So that's a typical day. All right. Daily, if you're in the rising champ phase, some daily stuff you can be doing is 10 minutes of your personal development. Making sure you do movement, release endorphins. You're in a health business. Make sure you're taking care of your health and getting good movement. The 3 and 3. Okay, this is the 3 and 3 gratitude list. Write down 3 things that you're thankful for in the present and 3 things you're thankful for in the future, acting like they've already happened. I am so thankful that so-and-so hit an 8 in June. I'm so grateful for that. So go ahead and say it like it's happened. Check your Pruvit pulse in the morning, in the noon, and at night. Because that thing doesn't always update, and you don't want to miss calls, and you don't want to miss pertinent information. Like and comment on the Pruvit Facebook page. Remember, if you're not engaging in, you're going to fall out, because this ain't a building that you can go to and be surrounded by employees. You've got to show up. Add 3 new people to your network. So on Facebook, go add 3 new people a day. Like and comment on their stuff. Start building up your network, building rapport. Try to send 3 campfire videos. Try to get to a point in 3 conversations where you get a campfire video out. Because if you're taking care of your pipeline, now you've got something to follow up with. Follow up with outbound campfire videos you've sent out. Outbound means it went out. So you've sent 3 on Monday. You've got 9 to follow up with on Friday. Nobody checked my math on that. Create value on your social media. Messages, text messages, find influencers, find people in your community. What can you do to create value in their life? I think this is a huge opportunity for training, and I'm going to do it, but I just have had this real estate agent friend who has really shown me how I can up my game in my own business, because she is always listening to people and what they need, and then she's connecting them with other people in the community, and she's going in and just adding value to people. And everybody uses her because everybody loves her, because she's all up in everybody's business trying to add value into whatever it is they need. I think so often we go straight for the, what do you know about ketones? We haven't built rapport. We haven't added value to their life. How can you add value to someone's life? They'll be attracted to you and they'll want to do what you're doing if you're treating people right and you have a great energy. Want to know what's up in your world? Call into the State of Play on Monday. That's tomorrow night, guys, 8:15. It's going to be in your pulse, that number. It's where you really remember belief in yourself, belief in the company, belief in the industry. And then plug in to team training calls, huddles. That's tomorrow morning. We've got our training at 11 Central Time. There's training on Wednesdays, and that's always pulsed out. So keep engaged with your pulse. And really, I know that was a lot. I know that was a lot of information tonight. But if you're a brand new promoter, I did record this, and I just wanted to hit every freaking thing I would want a brand new promoter to hear, and really get into it. So you're welcome to watch this call over and over again. And I know there's some things that I said tonight that I have to implement myself as well. And part of the stuff I got is from people really crushing it and being successful. So we can always keep learning, keep growing, and adding new things into our business every day. So thank you for your time and attention. Especially thank you for those of you showing me your face and giving me good, Rachel, I love your smile, but giving me that good reaction and feedback. It's so helpful when I got this long, dry stuff to see you still going with me. So I appreciate you guys. Have a good night's rest, and we'll see you on the 11 o'clock call tomorrow morning. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that Pruvit promoter training. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or want to be contacted for more support or more information. And remember, if you'll hit the subscribe button, you'll be alerted for more Prüvor training videos. Thanks for joining in today.